let's go on. So one more time, on that video, the big brother said Charlie beat me. Yeah, Charlie is as the doer, the one who beat his big brother, and then the verb to, yeah, because already passed using verb to beat, and then the object me, yeah, the big brother. Okay, if we change it into active sentence, so in here me will become subject of receiver. The sentence will become, yeah, subject of receiver, and then to be was because it is in the past, and the verb 3 beaten. Beat, the verb 3 is beaten. Okay, let us see more illustration here. Let us see the example A and B. Yeah? In sentence A, the mouse ate the cheese. In this sentence, it has active meaning. And then B, the cheese was eaten by the mouse. In this sentence, it has passive meaning. Yeah, as you can see in here, mouse was eaten by the mouse. Okay, another example. Bob as a subject of doer. Bob mailed the package as subject of. Okay, the object C will become the subject in a passive sentence. D will become the subject of receiver. The package, subject of receiver, was mailed by Bob in a passive sentence. Okay, more example in here. More example of passive sentences. Corn is grown by farmers. The report will be written by Mary. So in here we can see the subject of receiver, and then followed with future will be, and then you see verb 3, grown, surprise, written. A perfect tense, the to be that we can use can be has been, have been. Yeah. Okay. Let us see more example. Simple present. Farmers grow, the active, farmers grown corn. The passive, corn is grown by farmers. Simple past, the news surprised Sarah. The passive, Sarah was surprised by the news. The present progressive, the active sentence, Diana is copying the letters. The passive, the letters are being copied by Diana. Yeah, remember, is copying will be, okay. For present progressive, the formula are, being, and verb 3. Past progressive, Diana was copying the letters. The passive, the letters were being copied by Diana. Yeah, subject of receiver, were being, and verb 3. The present perfect, Jack has mailed the letter. So in perfect tense, after the subject of receiver, we use has been if singular, and then for 3 by Jack. For 3, and then this is the original subject from the active sentence. Okay, and then the future. Mr. Lee will plan the meeting. The passive sentence will be, the meeting will be planned by Mr. Lee. Now, in here, after the subject of, for future tense, besides using will, we can also use to be going to. For example, in here, in the active sentence, Sue is going to write the report. Now, the passive will become, the report is going to be written by Sue. Yeah, the report subject is going to be, will be to be, and then verb 3, written. Okay. Now, so passive sentence is a sentence in which the subject does not perform the action of the verb. In fact, in passive sentence, the action of the verb is done by, is done to the subject. Yeah, so that's why I will say that in passive sentence, the subject is subject of receiver. For example, in here, active voice, Charlie beat me. Charlie is the subject of doer, the subject who do the activity, and then verb, and then object, and then the passive will become I, me, the object become the subject of receiver. I, and then to be, was, and then the verb 3 by Charlie. I was beaten by Charlie. Okay, now we are going to see the active and passive sentence in present tense. For example, from Chanyo plays guitar in his free time. Guitar in the passive sentence will become subject of receiver. Guitar is played by Chanyo. Guitar, the subject of receiver, is the to be, and verb 3 played. Okay. Now let us see the formula for passive sentence is subject receiver, and then am if the receiver I, and then is he, she, it, and are we, they, you. Okay. Let us see the singular example. I eat an apple. An apple, the to be is, follow it is, and then for 3, eaten. An apple is eaten by me every day. And then for plural, I eat apples every day. So the passive will start with apples. apples to be are. And then the verb 3, eaten. Apples are eaten by me every day. Okay, let us see another example of present tense. Nando plays keyboard. Yeah, the active sentence. So the passive will start with keyboard. The keyboard is played by Nando. Now it is for positive sentence. For negative, the keyboard is not. Yeah, we will put the word not. The keyboard is not played by you. If we make question, we will start with the to be. Is the keyboard played by Nando? Okay, now we will see passive sentences. Jamin, the subject of the word, took a picture yesterday. Yeah, past tense, yeah, took, and then a picture will become subject of receiver. A picture was taken by Jamin yesterday. Yeah, subject, a picture, subject of receiver. To be was, because this is past tense, and the verb 3, taken. Now let us make it into negative and interrogative. Oh, sorry. Now let us see the plural form. Jamin took pictures. Jamin took some pictures yesterday. So the sentence, the passive sentence will be some pictures. Now because plural, now we are going to use were. Some pictures were taken by Jamin. Yesterday, some pictures were taken by Jamin. Now let us change the positive sentence into negative and interrogative. The positive, my finger was bitten by Charlie. The negative, we will put not. Yeah, my finger was not bitten by Charlie. If we make it into question, was your finger bitten by Charlie? Okay, so those are the example of past tense. Now we are going to make to see present continuous tense. He is eating a burger now. Now we will move burger into subject of receiver. Burger. Now, because singular, we are going to use is. A burger is being present continuous. From to be is, for passive, we'll use is being. A burger is being eaten by him now. Subject a burger, and then the to be is being, and then the verb 3, eaten. Okay, if only one burger, so it will be a burger is being eaten by him now. Okay, if plural, he is eating burgers. So it will become some burgers, subject of receiver, are being, to be are being, because plural, are being eaten by him. Okay, now the positive, negative, and interrogative. The burger is being eaten by him now. The negative, the burger is not being eaten by him now. And then the interrogative, is the burger eating, is the burger being eaten by him now? Yeah, let us repeat the positive sentence. The burger is being eaten by him now. Negative, the burger is not being eaten. Sorry, yeah, it should be the burger is not being eaten by him now. And then the interrogative, is the burger being eaten by him now? Okay, now present perfect tense. J.K. Rowling has written the book. Okay, we will move the book into a subject of receiver. The book, okay, because singular, we will use has been. The book has been written by J.K. Rowling. How about if there are many books? Okay, it will be those books have been, not has, using have because plural. Those books have been written by J.K. Rowling. The positive sentence. The books have been written by J.K. Rowling. The negative, the books have not been written by J.K. Rowling. And the interrogative, have the books been written by J.K. Rowling? Now we will see future tense. From the sentence, they will hold a virtual concert. They, subject of the word, will hold the verb, and then virtual concert object next month. Virtual concert in passive sentence will be subject of receiver. A virtual concert as subject of receiver will be to be held for 3 by them next month. A virtual concert will be held by them next month. Okay, if we have plural, the sentence will be some virtual concerts will be held by them next month. Yeah. Okay, because we have auxiliary will, so singular or plural similar. Yeah, will be and then verb 3. Let's change it into negative and interrogative. From the positive sentence, a virtual concert will be held by them next month. The negative will be a virtual concert won't be will not be held by them next month. And the interrogative, will a virtual concert be held by them next month? Okay. Now we are going to see passive sentence using modal auxiliaries. In this example, we use auxiliaries must. The active sentence, a freshman must wear a belt. Nah, so in here, subject of the word, the freshman, and then the modal must, and then the verb wear, and then the object a belt. Now a belt, we will move it into subject of receiver. A belt must be worn by a freshman. So in this, the formula, subject of receiver, a belt, and then verb 3, worn. Okay, an example of negative. You cannot move a mountain. And the passive will be, a mountain cannot be moved by you. Okay, so in general, the formula of passive sentence will be subject to be verb 3. Yeah, subject and then to be is, am, are, was, were, will be, have been, has been, must be, can be, and then verb 3. Eaten, worn. The negative, subject to be, not plus verb 3, and then the interrogative, to be, subject and verb 3. Okay, now you will see some exercises. Yeah, you can practice by yourself later on. For example, in here, the first one, we are going to identify your teeth. Is it active or passive? Yes, it is active. Yeah, the subject, the dental assistant, is the doer. And then number 2, your teeth are being checked by the dentist. Of course, this is passive. Yeah, your teeth, subject of receiver, are being, the to be, and checked, verb 3, and by the dentist. Okay, so these are the example how to make active voice into passive sentences. Okay, that's all for today. Hopefully our session today is useful in this happy and healthy. Bye-bye.